So I thought I would just talk you through how I got to this. So as you can see, I've managed to build up a fair bit of muscle and how I got to that from this. As you can see, I was very skinny before, very petite, had no bum or muscle whatsoever. So what did I do to get me from being super skinny with minimal muscle mass and a really bad eating disorder where I wasn't having an appetite at all to eat every single day, to building up strength and a bigger appetite and having lots of high protein meals every single day to fuel me in the gym. So how did I get from one to the other? So first off, it is a massive mental game over absolutely everything else. You have got to want to make that change. If you don't want to make that change up here, you will not make the change down here. And that is just a fact. If you go into the gym with the mindset of, I don't really want to have to go after work, I'm tired. I don't really want to have to go in the morning before work because I'm tired. And I don't want to have to eat that protein, like I just don't fancy it today. Like, you don't want to go into the gym with that mindset because you will last about 2 weeks, I'm telling you now. Secondly, food is not your enemy. You've got to eat your food to grow, okay? You are not going to be able to go to the gym if you are eating minimal protein, minimal carbs, things like that. You will, but you just will not see the same results as what I'm telling you that I got here. The only reason I got the results that I got was from eating more and eating high protein. And that is just, unfortunately, that's just a fact. So if you struggle with getting your food in and you struggle with your appetite, that is where things like protein shakes and stuff like that come into play. Because to start off with, I also, yes, struggled massively with wanting to actually eat stuff, and protein shakes were a lifesaver for that for me. So that is something else that you've got to bear in mind. Okay, so another thing as well to bear in mind is consistency. You have got to be consistent with your workouts and what you're doing in the gym. You've got to keep regular splits. You know, there's no point in one day doing this, one day doing that, one day doing this, and then changing it up again the following week. The only way you will see growth is if you are going in with a plan, with a split, and you are repeatedly doing that split for a consecutive amount of time. And then fourthly, another thing to bear in mind is do not overtrain. So the mistake I made at the beginning was that I was training 7 days a week. Now your body needs that time in rest to grow. That is when you are going to be seeing your most growth happening, is when you are actually taking your rest. That is when your body is having that time to look at all those little micro tears in your muscles and rebuild. Okay, so having rest is actually so important. I know at the time you think, I just want to keep growing, I just want to keep doing this, and I just want to keep going down there, because if I don't keep going down there, then I'm not going to see progress. That is not the case, okay? Make sure you're having your rest. Make sure, you know, you're not overdoing it, you're not over fatiguing yourself, and just make sure that you are enjoying what you're doing as well, because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're not going to stick at it. And the whole point in going to the gym is because, you know, you enjoy what you're doing and you're enjoying the progress that you're seeing. So I really hope this has helped everybody, and if anyone's got any questions, please do drop me a message. My DMs are always open on Instagram and on here, so do not be afraid to give me a message. Again, I'm literally just speaking of personal experience of what I did and what worked for me. May not be the same for absolutely everybody. Like, we're all genetically different, so my results could be very different to the next person. But as I said, disclaimer, I am just literally just saying what has worked for me.